What's up, peoples? So, another beautiful Friday. Gonna do a little bit of filming today. So what do I have planned for today? So actually, my mom just called me not too long ago, and she's actually getting her struts done in her car, so she's kind of stranded. So I gotta go pick her up. She's very far away from me on the south side, so gonna go get her and then see what else is going on today. But yeah, so let's go. The complex I'm in, we got pretty nice FRS in here. And then, I don't know whose man's this is, but got this S2000. Nice spoiler. My buddy actually has S2000, pretty dope. And then we got the BMW M4. Thing is super nice. Probably the nicest car in here is the BMW M4. Awesome rims on it. Yeah, nothing else special in here though. Well, besides the 370, you know. All that boost. All right, guys, on the road now. So Friday, let's get the story on. So I'm gonna tell you guys about the first time I learned how to drive a manual. This was a pretty interesting experience. So it was back in 2005. I remember that because I remember the exact car I learned how to drive in. So my dad, at this time I was barely learning how to drive, period. So I was getting ready for my driver's test. I was all hopped up on driving, of course. I've driven a few times, automatic. Seemed pretty easy, gas, pedal, brake. So then my dad, I asked him, I was like, hey Dad, you know, can you teach me how to drive stick? He's like, I don't know about that. So at the time, he just got a 2005 MR2 Spider. So it was pretty nice. It's a little sportster, a little roadster. Pretty nice car by Toyota. Great car, very reliable, fun to drive, fun to ride in. And at this point, I've only ridden in the MR2. I never drove it. So, like, hey Dad, I'm about to take my driver's test. Teach me how to drive stick. I would love to take my driving test driving stick. And he's like, alright, I'll set something up. So I was like, alright, cool. So lesson number one, I actually was in a parking lot down the street from my house. So we go to this empty parking lot, right? It's a very small parking lot. I don't know why he chose that, but location was horrible. So very small parking lot. So he's teaching me how to put it in first gear. He's teaching me all the bells and whistles and everything. And I would have to say that before he even let me put it in first gear, the lesson was probably like a 30-minute lesson on, maybe even longer, 30 to 45-minute lesson on how to actually drive in first gear. It was pretty bad. It was long. So he wouldn't even let me touch anything. I had to do it with the car off. Didn't get to start the car. No fun. So that was most of day one. I put it in first gear. I actually stuttered a bunch of times and actually killed the engine from stalling maybe 3 or 4 times. Yeah. So yeah, it wasn't good, and he wasn't happy in his brand new car. So weeks, maybe a couple months go by, maybe a month go by, and he's like, I'm like, hey dad, take me out again, I'm ready. I watched some videos, I think I got this. So he's like, all right, I'll pick you up. So he comes and picks me up, and we go out for lesson number 2. So my dad works at Toyota actually. So we go to the dealership and we grab a Scion XB manual, and he goes, okay, well, you're not gonna tear up the clutch of my car, so let's go on this one. So we go. So it's a little bit easier, it's a little more sluggish, so it's kind of easier to shift gears and everything in that car. So I go, we hop in the car, we go to a parking lot. I'm like, all right, cool, let's go. So we ended up headed down the street, and he tells me to turn here, and next thing I know, we're on the freeway. So I barely know how to get into first gear, let alone second, third, fourth. So we ended up on the freeway, and I make the third gear. So I'm proud of myself. I'm like, yeah, good job. So we're going down the freeway. I'm in third gear. I'm in the slow lane. I'm like just cruising, and that trip was good. So we head out, go back, take the car back, and that was lesson number 2. So then lesson number 3 was interesting. So my dad lived in Glendale. There was a lot of hills and mountains and things like that. So we end up taking the Spider now. He has enough confidence after me being on the freeway to take the MR2. So we take the MR2, we head out. So I'm driving down the street, cruising. I got first, second, third, hands down, done. I don't know about fourth and fifth. Didn't really feel too comfortable with that, but you know, I had those. So driving around the street, and then he's like, turn here, turn there. Next thing I know, we end up on a mountain, on a hill. So we go up this hill, and from being in the car, I know that if you're in a manual and you're on the hill, that it can roll back. So we hit a stop sign, and of course, if something bad happens, it will happen. There's a car that pulls up behind me and stops. So we're at the stop sign, we're on a hill that's like, the slope is just huge, and a car pulls up behind me, and they're like right on my ass. So I'm like, oh crap. So at this point, I see beads of sweat dropping from my dad's face, right? So he's sweating, I'm sweating, I'm like, crap, this is bad. There's a car behind me. I stayed at that stop sign for no lie, like 5 minutes, listening to him saying, don't crash, don't roll back, take off nice and smooth, and make sure you give it enough gas, and just get out of here. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm like, all right, ready. So my dad's hand is on the emergency brake, and he's ready for any slight move backwards to jam on this emergency brake so I don't end up smashing into the back of this guy behind me. So I'm like nervous as hell. So I'm like, all right, ready, let's do this. So I put it in first, and I go. So actually, I took off better than I have ever took off driving that car at that moment in time. Like when it came down to the pressure, I manned up to it and made it. So didn't end up crashing MR2. I actually drove it a couple more times after that, but he is like super protective over this car for some reason. That thing's a 2005. It is now 2018, and I think he only has like 25,000 miles on it or something like that, so he doesn't even drive it. So it's just sitting there chilling. I actually visited him recently, and it's just chilling there and just under a tarp. So I don't know what he's gonna do with it, but it's still there. Hopefully we can convince him to let us drive it, and then get some footage on that. So stay tuned for that. But that's my story for the day. How I first drove a manual and how I learned. And then I actually didn't have, I've only owned like one other manual, and it was for a short amount of time, and then I bought the Z. Most of my manual skills actually come from riding motorcycles. So I learned how to shift and do the clutch and all that good stuff on the motorcycle. So your boy got skills. Anyways, I'll catch you guys a little bit later. I'll probably do some filming for the rest of the day, and if I do anything interesting, and we'll see what's going on. So, peace. On camera. She's about that Nissan life. She had to get something done to her car. So we got the little Altima 2-door. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of my mama. But yeah, need some work done. Got some new tires. But yeah, I just can't pick her up. She did this. You know what you did. You know what you did. Why you acting like you didn't do that? Yeah, I did. Look at my tires. You'll see what they supposed to look like. See what they supposed to look like. What size they are? Yeah. You need new tires?
I think so.
Some phony calls and see how much you get some tires for. Yours should be way cheaper than mine.
I was gonna go to Costco and get my tires.
Costco?
Cheap as I can get them.
I looked at some tires the other day. They were like $1,600. They wanted these tires and stuff like that.
Dang.
Yeah, expensive. I'm back.
Get out of here.
Alright guys, thanks for watching on my Friday. Shit, just come check out the channel again. Appreciate it. Damn, I say a lot. Anyways, yeah, come back, like, subscribe, comment, show me what's up, give me some feedback, positive, negative, let me know what's going on, and ignore this giant pimple that's on my forehead. All right, peace.